What's going on, people? Welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to give my thoughts about the idea that we could be potentially getting Jose Mourinho at the club. So there's been rumors about this maybe for like weeks, months, and I've been heavily against it. I can't lie. In the beginning, when I first heard it, I was like, yo, this is a washed version of him, a washed version of Jose Mourinho. But as time goes by, you start to really think. And especially due to the past few days and what's happened with this club, where we're seeing fights, we look like a WWE club the past few days, the past week. And if we have someone like Jose Mourinho, I think he would be able to manage this situation way better than Arbeloa, no doubt. And better than Xabi Alonso did. Because this guy's a man that you don't want to mess with. He's not a guy, none of these players are going to mess around because they know Jose Mourinho. All these players know who he is. They know his character. They know what he's like. They call Mbappe a dictator, but this man is the dictator above him. So if Mbappe dares to mess with Jose Mourinho, it's not going to end well for him. He's going to be in the bench. He might not be in the squad. Like, think about this. If Jose Mourinho was able to manage Ronaldo, was able to keep him, handle Ronaldo's, ego. They were saying Ronaldo had ego. So if they were able to manage Ronaldo, if he was able to manage him, then it's certain he's going to be able to manage Mbappe and all these other players. And the truth is, the thing I like about Jose is he's honest. He says how it is. When you're playing shit, he's going to tell you you're playing shit. If you're playing good, he's going to tell you play good. If he doesn't like your attitude, he's going to tell you he doesn't like your attitude. None of these coaches in the modern game are like him in terms of that, where they're extremely honest, say how it is. Because now a lot of these managers are media trained and all this stuff, where it's like they don't stand out. They're just like robotic. They just do what the media tells them. They try to say stuff, but we know deep down they don't think that's not how they think. So that's what a lot of these current generation managers are missing. And I mean, in this team, it's inevitable, at a big club like Madrid, there's going to be egos. It's just how it is. But if you get a person that can manage egos, a manager that players are going to want to fight for or would do anything for, then it's more likely that the team will play as a team. The team will actually be a team compared to a manager that just lets the players be more in control of the manager. Like Ancelotti, he's a legend, no doubt. Love Ancelotti. But I think under Ancelotti, I think sometimes these players were getting away with too much things. They were, especially last season. Under him, looked like they were in control of the team, felt like. You could say it's Mbappe's presence, maybe. But that's how I felt about the team under Ancelotti last season. They were more in control of the team. They were more in control of almost like the tactics at this point. But if you have someone like a Jose, a Klopp, these are managers that you're more likely to see these players fight for than a younger Xabi Alonso that's still, growing and learning. A Arbeloa that's just came from a coach of the academy team. It's more likely to listen to a man that's done it, has won it all, done it, been with these type of egos, been with these type of big names, and has been successful at Madrid in the past, Jose Mourinho. So I actually was against this idea of him coming. Personally, me, I've always been, let's get Klopp. Let's get Klopp. But if we did get Mourinho, now I wouldn't be as pissed as I was recently or weeks ago. If you get him now, I think the best idea, if we do get him, is to be like one of those short-term things, those short-term managerial stinks. Whereas, like, he's going to come in, he's going to settle the dressing room, settle the egos. The players are going to not want to mess this guy. So he's going to make sure that, he's going to humble all these players. He's going to humble all these men, all these players. Rudiger, Mbappe, Vini, Jude, all of them. He's going to humble all of them. And every time they think that they're bigger than they are, he's going to be there to humble them. And that's what, that's the positive about it. Like I said, I want Klopp I would love to have Klopp. Because he's also another manager that I think you shouldn't mess with. He looks like a nice guy, when you see him with the players. He's more emotionally attached with players. Man-to-man management, he's the guy. But he has that side of him as well, where it's like, there's a balance. He could be emotionally there with you, but if you do something that's just nonsense, he's going to be there to give it at you. And I think, Klopp is less, at the end of his career in terms like, does he still got it? Than Jose. Jose is more like, we all clearly see he's on decline. We see it's nearly the end. But if Klopp is like, I still think he still got it. I still think he can still manage a club. That's why, I've always put Klopp as the number one choice. But if Klopp rejects us, which I think he's not going to come, I think it's probably the unrealistic dream of him maybe coming to Madrid. But if it doesn't happen, which it probably won't, then I think Jose is the number two option. And I think that's what maybe the club thinks as well. It's either Klopp or Jose. And if it's none of them, then we're doomed. We're going to be seeing the worst names possible. Allegri, Fries, Conte, oh my, don't even think about that. Like all these worst, Deschamps, oh my days, no. The worst names possible are going to come if we don't get any of these two, bro. So yeah, that's my opinion on Jose Mourinho, the idea of him coming back. And I have to mention something else. I have to mention what happened today, the news I'll be seeing today. Fede Valverde apparently being unconscious from a punch from Tchouaméni. This fight is still carrying on from yesterday. And it's gone to a point that these two were getting physical now. And apparently there's even news that Fede's wife was filing a complaint against the police. This club, WWE club, bro. This is like a series that if you're a rival fan of Madrid, you're going to enjoy this week. You're going to have a field day this week. This is a circus. This is a circus, bro. Will there be a new series tomorrow? Will there be a new series tomorrow about new drama? At this point, I won't write it off. But yeah, Fede and Tchouaméni are not on the squad, expected, for the Clasico. Because, of course, why would Arbo even think about bringing them into the squad? No manager of logic would have them in the squad for that. And yeah, that's my thoughts about Jose. That's my thoughts about, a little bit my thoughts on the favorite coach I want on Jurgen Klopp. And a little update about, our WWE club. So, see you till then. Maybe the preview will be next. The preview of the Barca game will be a day before. So maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And yeah, until then, see you guys.